Hello everybody, it's your boy The Green Talent coming to you with a video that is quite important today. If you guys saw the game, then you witness a victory. The Eagles win the football game 34 to 10. Now, as you quite aware, you saw the game and I seen the game as well, and let's get it and put it all in perspective at this time. But hold on, just for me before I do, let me show you what I got on. They're on number 17 jersey. Yes, sir. All the way down. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I got myself comfortable for the football game to watch specifically because this was a victory that we had to win. And reason why I say that because we're now 8-7. We are now one game above 500 for the first time since week one. But I can't even go that far back. I'm gonna stay that far back to the past and let it stay there. Talking about today's game right now. Um, Jalen Hurts had 199 yards passing, but all the drop balls, he could have had over 300 yards passing, and probably more than two touchdown passes thrown. He threw one to Lane Johnson, who we're gonna speak about later in this game, in this video. But the offensive line did really well. The Eagles started off real slow in this game. They almost cost us this game again like they did 2 weeks ago. But sometimes you gotta make some transitions and some trans plays, or better yet, what am I looking for? More like some let me get in perspective right quick. What they call it, halftime adjustments. They had to do that because if not, this game could have been a loss. But what set this game off in the second half versus the way they were in the first half, that they forced an interception. And it was caught by strong safety Rodney McLean, who sprinted the ball at 25, 30 yards up the field before being stopped for first and goal. And that play wound up going to touchdown to Jaden Smith. That ball went to him. But they almost cost us this game because they said that Jaden Smith didn't catch the ball in the end zone, which he actually did. And I started to second thought myself for a second, but I had to look at it again and see. I said, "Oh, wait a minute now." He maintained control while itching his feet inside the touchdown line, you know, the white line, you know, when you go out or you catch the ball inside. Well, he caught the ball inside, but he was going towards the, let's say going towards the right because Hurt threw the ball to the right, and he threw it 25 yards to Smith for the go ahead touchdown score. But they almost but the referees almost cost us that game because they cost us to a point where they had to relook the game because they actually saw it and then they said that it was an incomplete pass. So they went back to the film, or better yet, to the replay booth, and saw that Hurts had both feet in for the touchdown score, and that what kind of put us ahead for a little minute. Giants started to come back, but they never scored no more than 10 points in the first half. If you guys think about it, the Eagles defense did real well holding the Giants scoreless in the second half. And that was the main key. That was the main key. And the Eagles defense also got another interception that was caught by Al Singleton. He sprinted into the end zone for a touchdown score, a pick six. And I was so glad to see that because the defense had to help the offense out in some capacity. And that's what they did. And so I am so glad that the Eagles defense has started to pick up and play. The offense has already picked up the play. They just need some help from the defense to help win the football game. And that's what happened. That's what happened. So you really can't say much about the team and the way they performed in the second half because the first half game was the shits. And I'd be a man to admit that it was the shits because Hurts almost threw an interception in that game. Luckily, it was called back and it led to incomplete ball because the Giant defender caught the ball, but I'm gonna say this right here: when you catch an interception, you got to clear the ball underneath. He craved the ball but not complete because the nose of the football hit the ground. So that will save Jalen Hurts from throwing an interception in that game. So, um, special team did real well. Oh, yeah. Can't forget about Jalen. Can't forget about Jalen Rager. Rager did pretty well on special teams today. He for the first time all season he returned a very good kickoff for positive yards and got to the middle of the football field for us to get to where we are now. So special teams seem to be ignited. I've always said a long time ago about Rager. Rager is not he's not a complete receiver right now. He do better on special teams than he would being as a second or third string receiver. I think if the Eagles keep him at on special teams and let him develop into a receiver, I think he'll be a good pick. But right now, he's more qualified to stay on special teams than on being a second and third string receiver off the line. To me, that's how I feel about it. So to me, after watching Jalen Rager today, I say he deserves one more shot for next season. Remember now, the didn't guy is only didn't guy is in his second year. He was drafted last year, and this year we drafted Jalen Smith. You know what I'm saying? So Rager deserves another shot. I'll say give him another shot for next year, and because mostly first round picks after the third year of their contract, they normally get they 50-year option either renewed or 50-year option denied. So after if 2022 turns to be a better year for him, then I say the Eagles might need to go ahead and give him the 50-year option. Go ahead and give it to him, because see, last year he didn't play too good, and I'm sorry, the first year he played. Remember that Rager was drafted in 2018. He got hurt the first year of his draft pick. No, 18, 20. I'm sorry, 19, 21. I'm sorry. He was drafted in 2019. The year he drafted, he did real well, but he got hurt. Last year, 2020, he was on injury reserve. I think he had an injury. I think a knee injury. Exactly. It was somewhere. I think it was a knee injury, what I believe, and he caused him to miss most of the game. I don't think it was a season-ending injury. I think it's more like a week-to-week injury, but it kept him out most of the game. And I think he came back to play in 2020. Close to the end of the season. And so this year, he didn't get injured. He played pretty much. He basically played. He played for the first time. He played the whole year. He played the whole season from his rookie year. His rookie year, he didn't get much chance to play. But this year, for the first time, he played all 16 games. He all 18 games now, because it looks like he's on pace to play all 18 games. He didn't get hurt this year, so that's a good thing. But overall, I think he deserved to play special teams. Let him be a kickoff or punt returner. You know what I'm saying? And let the boy continue to be who he is right now. You know what I'm saying? But let's not forget about the New York Giants case. Some of us are still cringing about him, those two incomplete passes that Jalen Rager tossed to him in the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown score, but he missed both plays, and both balls went through it. But actually, one ball bounced off his helmet, and one ball slipped through his hand. So, some players, you don't put them in the right moment or the right position to win because Rager wasn't ready for that. So after watching him to play today, I'd say he deserved a second option. He deserved another chance for the Philadelphia Eagles. If the Eagles do trade him, it could be a fatal mistake. So I think the Eagles need to go and give him. Let him give him a third shot. I said, this will be his being fourth year, Ashton. He said, wait, hold on. 19, 20, 21. Yeah, next year will be in fourth year. Normally, after your fourth year or the third year, depending on how well you play, the team has the right to exercise your fifth-year option. So maybe next year, in his fourth year, he will get that fifth-year option depending on how well he plays. But right now, I don't think the Bird is going to give it to him this year. And if he played pretty good halfway during the season of next season, the Eagles might go in and exercise that the 50th option early in the season, and where he'll probably be able to, play out the rest of his contract. The 50-year options can be a salary cap contract, or it could be a problematic. Well, it could be a salary cap deal, or it could be the right choice of action deal. So I think Reagor deserves another contract. Not a contract. I think he deserves another season to see how well he played in next year and Syrian on his offense. You know what I'm saying? So he deserves another chance. But overall, the defense got a couple of sacks in this game, two two picks. Yeah, two picks. That's what I want to say. Um, Milton Williams got his second sack of the year, so Milton Williams is coming along pretty good. He's coming along well. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of tackles in his rookie campaign, and he got 2 sacks this year. So this Eagle defense seems to be coming together slowly and surely, and actually at the right time, because now our next game now is against the Washington Redskins in Washington. So we got to play that. So we got to play Washington again and hope we can beat them in next week's game and to put us at 9-7. But if not, we're gonna be 9-8. I mean 8-8, and I want to be 8-8. You know what I'm saying? I think because 9-7 sounds a whole lot better than 8-8, and I'm quite sure everybody at Eagles land agree. You know what I'm saying? But wide receivers caught on pretty well. Jaden Smith caught a couple of deep passes. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us Eagles fans was hoping that the offense or Nick Sirianni involved Jaden Smith early, and he did. He caught a couple of passes, I think a couple of deep balls in the first half. He didn't catch much in the third half, the second half of the game, but in the third half, first half, he did most of the damage, you know what I'm saying? And so we were able to get 3 points out of that, and the game wound up being 3-3, and that first half, second half, the Eagles blew up. So I would say Smith got about 50, probably 60 yards, 60 yards, and with the go ahead touchdown score. I think he got 3. Yeah, he got 3. He got 3 catch. He caught one catch. He caught one touchdown in the second half, but he didn't catch none in the first half. But he caught 2 deep balls in the first half, and he got the go ahead touchdown in the second half of the game. So I mean, I'm trying to get all my facts right, because according to what I've seen on the screen, cause I thought for a minute this game wasn't going to be live on TV, but it wanted to be televised anyway. But now the Washington game may not be televised. It's probably not going to be. It'd be nice if it was, but I doubt it very seriously. But I saw it today on TV, so I'll probably be able to watch it again, either live stream or watch it on TV again on the Fire Stick that I got in the other room. So so that's basically all I got to say. The Eagles did pretty well this time around. First half of the game, the play calls was horrendous in the first half of the game. Second half, they changed the play. They started running the ball a whole lot more, which is what they should have done in the first half. Had they run the ball effectively in the first half, those bad plays, if you will, wouldn't have been bad plays. Cause run the ball is our strength. We got the #1 rushing offense in the entire NFL. We run the ball with Jalen Hurts. We run the ball with Miles Sanders. We run it with Boston Scott, and run it with Howard. But after what they put him today, Howard went out with an injury, and so has Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders' hand is hurt. They showed on the sideline his right hand was hurting. Looked like 4 of his hands were free, and the baby hand was wrapped up pretty good. So I'm hoping that his injury is not very serious. I'm hoping that the sprain. I'm thinking that what I think he sprained it. I think that's what it was. So with the hand being sprained, putting him back in the game probably would have been costly. So you really don't want to hurt one of the best players, one of the best players in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So keeping them out was the wise thing to do, and they did that. The same for Howard. Howard played pretty well in the second half and got dinged up, and because they showed him going, they showed him on the sideline going back to the locker room. So I'm not quite sure if it's injured. I don't know if it's a shoulder, leg or foot. We don't know. Maybe sometimes in the week we'll know. But right now his injury is unknown. But we do know Miles Sanders' hand is dinged up. I'm hoping it's just a sprain. Hoping no break in the finger. Hope it's a sprain. You know what I'm saying? And so, but Boston Scott did well in the second half. He scored a touchdown as well. So the Eagles got a pretty good running game. Yes, that now we're down to 2 players instead of 4. So maybe in next week's game a lot of these guys get healthy. We'll see what. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Lane Johnson. Warm it up. Warm it up. Lane Johnson got his first career touchdown off a 20-yard, off a 10, it was a 10 or 15-yard pass play from Hurts. And he called a touchdown play. That fact, he was wide open. Nobody wasn't even expecting Lane Johnson to break out and catch that ball into the end zone. So that right there will pretty much the dagger overall. But overall game, this was a C plus game, C plus, because reason why I say C plus because in the first half of the game it was a D. Now had they not scored that 3, it would have been an F, but it was a D in the first half. Second half, I'm gonna give it a C minus, but overall performance, I'm gonna give it a C plus because what they did in the second half, they should have done in the first half, but they didn't. So a C plus, and what I get this Eagles team right now, C plus. But overall, we won the football game 34-10. Eagles currently stand at 8-7. We are now second place behind the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the Cowboys hold the tiebreaker over us. So, but until for the notice, we'll see how that goes. But overall, it's your boy, the Green Talons, bringing you the update victory. The Eagles won the football game 34-10 by beating the New York Ants. So this is your boy sign out. Peace. One love. Also, signs me subscribe, like, comment, share, notification bell on top. Please push it so when you know when I make a video, it comes direct from me to you and you'll be able to watch it. But overall than that, peace out, enjoy. May I see you guys next Sunday against the Washington football team at Washington. Peace.